Hi guys, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, my name is Salzafira, and now I want to tell you about English is important subject to learn. Yes or no? Okay, number one is introduction. English is an international language used to communicate between countries around the world. In this globalization era, where culture and information from other countries can quickly enter through social media, English is a very vital language to learn. In the Indonesian school curriculum, a student's ability to communicate in English is one of the skills that must be developed. This is because later students can find learning that use that language, plus it becomes an additional value for the abilities students have. There are already many institutions or universities that use English as the language of instruction for classes and subject matter books. And number two, discussion. In this discussion, there are many reasons why English is very important in education in Indonesian. So why guys? Yes. The reason is one of them is an introductory medium in seeking knowledge globally. With the rapid development of information and communication technology globally, many websites or information search are used, most of which use English as the language of instruction. If we are faced with a situation where we need to access one of these information and we are still unable to speak English, then we will also have difficulty absorbing the the available information, so that the information we get will not be complete and the access to the information we need at that time will be very narrow. In another thing that makes English very important to learn is that this language is an important key in when we want to continue our education to a higher level, both at home and abroad. Many countries have set English as their official language. This means that many schools and universities stipulate English proficiency as a requirement that patients are owned by students who will continue their education. This, the higher the higher a student ability to speak English, the higher to opportunity he will get to continue higher education. Yeah, with English, there will also be many opportunities for us to compete globally by continuing our education abroad. Apart from being in the world of education, the role of English is also very much needed as a provision in providing us with profitable opportunities in the work industry. Global companies mostly recruit candidates who have good English competence. Having qualified skills in English will increase our chance of being able to compete with the global community on the world stage. This can be interpreted as a golden key that we can rely on to get a good job. Moreover, for companies working at the international level, proficiency in English is definitely one of the main points needed in the recruitment process. Thus, it can be concluded that as a global communication medium, English is a fundamental academic need. English does not only play an important role in the advancement of education in Indonesia, but English is also a basic profession that will be needed by everyone to fight and survive in the face of a world that has entered this globalization era. Without realizing it, the digital world has become a part of people's lives around the world. Therefore, in order to survive and keep abreast of existing developments, it would be better if we could improve our English skill to be better. The main skills in learning English are reading, writing, listening, and speaking. All four are needed to practice our language skills. Reading to help improve our English speaking skills. And I very agree that English is an important subject to learn because after all this language is a language that we must use when we are in foreign country, not only in Indonesia we learn English, but in other countries learning English is also applied. So I agree that learning English is important. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.